Welcome to Wayne Steffenhagen Field at Howard Steam Stadium. It's week 2 of the high school football season. The DC Everest Evergreens have their home opener as the River Falls Wildcats come visiting. It's a perfect night for football. Hi, everybody. I'm Chris Conley. It's going to be right at 70 degrees with no wind to speak of when we kick off. It's going to get cool tonight. Temperatures will drop into the 40s, but that'll be after today's game is wrapped up. Our pregame coverage is brought to you by Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston, providing dependable vehicle repair, service, and tires for 22 years. A 3-year nationwide warranty, free roadside assistance. At Auto Select, you're good to go. That's Auto Select, Schofield Avenue in Weston, and Highway 10 East and Church Street in Stevens Point. While these teams had different experiences during week 1 of the season, both played Thursday night games. I think the Evergreens are kind of the more interesting team coming into tonight's matchup. What did River Falls do? They shut out Wisconsin Rapids 45-0. I mean, what more can you say about it? They put up points and didn't allow any points. Tonight, though, they're going to find out that the Evergreens are a much tougher opponent than Rapids is. Rapids draws Rice Lake for week 2, and Rapids is probably in some deep water. As for the Evergreens, they're playing Rice Lake, a team that fell 1 point short of the Division II state championship last year. So they have to go on the road, play a really good team with a big offensive and defensive line. I think that Rice Lake was probably the toughest offensive line that the Evergreens will see all season. How did the Evergreens play? Well, they played unevenly. That first quarter was kind of a stinker for Everest. They got on track late in the first half. The Evergreens sure won the third quarter and part of the fourth quarter. I thought one of the key moments in the game that probably is not being emphasized enough. The Evergreens were up by 1 score midway in the third quarter and had the ball, a chance to go up by 2 scores, and they went 3 and out. It was that kind of game, and give credit to Rice Lake. On the game-winning drive, they took the lead for good with 17 seconds left in that game. They converted on 2 fourth downs, including scoring that game-winning touchdown on a 4th down try. So the Evergreens couldn't get the key stops when they needed it. The Evergreens will be much better off if they play a more consistent game today. The Evergreens have won the pregame toss and have elected to receive the ball. We'll introduce you to the starting quarterbacks. We'll get our national anthem, and then we'll get football underway. Week 2 is here as we count down towards the Labor Day weekend and the unofficial end of summer. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Find auto repairs, brakes, tires, and oil changes all in one place at Auto Select in Weston. At Auto Select, you can expect dependable automotive repair from the experts you can trust will exceed your expectations. Auto repair has never been so comfortable with a spacious, clean waiting room with refreshments along with shuttle service and loaner vehicles for your convenience. And ask about their 3-year, 36,000-mile warranty. For your next auto repair or maintenance, bring your vehicle to Auto Select on Schofield Avenue in Weston. In Stevens Point and Plover, at Auto Select, you're good to go.
Welcome back to Steffenhagen Field. My name is Chris Conley. This game is being beamed back to River Falls on the western part of the state. River Falls High School has their own in-house video service. They do a nice job. Mr. Conley, does that mean you can be a little bit more of an Everest homer tonight? Just a little bit. Maybe we'll up that by 10 or 15%. Is that okay? Let's introduce you to the starting quarterbacks, brought to you by Associated Bank. Where every market they serve, Associated Bank is committed to uplifting colleagues, customers, and communities to be stronger. Associated Bank. Both teams bring seniors who will be locked in battle tonight. Tino Massa is the starting quarterback for the Wildcats. Massa is mobile and throws a nice ball. Big, tall kid. He'll be a tough customer for the Evergreens. Everest starts senior Jake Stasiak. How did he play? A little up and down. Had a touchdown pass to Xavier Edwards. Was intercepted twice, but one of them was at the end of the game where the Evergreens were trailing as time was running out. Had to take a chance, and a heave downfield was intercepted. I thought Stasiak played okay. If he takes a step forward, the Evergreens are going to be very competitive in this game. Again, you would think that River Falls would be favored in tonight's game. I mean, they're 45-0 winners in week 1. Evergreens were 30-25 losers on the road. But again, I think the Evergreens had the much tougher opponent in week 1. Everest will be back on the road in week 3. They'll be down for our first Friday night game of the season in Wisconsin Rapids. This DC Everest-based broadcast crew will have that game for you. And then the Evergreens will be back home in week 4 for a Friday night game against Wausau West. We have a couple of other Valley teams that are in action tonight on a Thursday. Walsall West will be looking to go to 2-0. They opened up their season with a win against Superior. They'll play at Hudson, so a long trip west for the Walsall West Warriors. Stevens Point opened up their season with a Thursday night win. They're up in Superior tonight. Spash could very easily be off to a 2-0 start. River Falls Wildcats arrive here in white with blue numerals and yellow trim. Evergreens are playing their first home game in what seems like forever. The Evergreens closed out the regular season last year with a road game. They traveled to Eau Claire. The Evergreens were road warriors for all 4 of their state playoff games. Games at Hudson, then in Madison, then in Waunakee, and then over a neutral field game at UW Oshkosh. And then the Evergreens opened this year on the road at River Falls, so that's 6 straight road games. Finally, we see them in the home green uniforms with the white numerals, black pants, and gold trim. Evergreens have come down the hill and are gathering at midfield. Our national anthem is coming up in just a moment. High school football tonight is brought to you by Maple Fall Fest in Marshfield. It's September 13th and 14th. Check out the arts and craft vendors, the kids zone, and lots of yummy food. That's Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th at the Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. This year there are only 2 games before the school year begins. Most schools will be back in session the Tuesday after Labor Day, September 2nd. Some years we have had 3 games before the school year begins. There's going to be a big crowd tonight. So the Evergreens looking for some home cooking. I'm not sure that we're going to pack in the kids on the hill tonight. Again, there are some people who may be out of town in advance of the Labor Day weekend. But the best seats around the 50-yard line in the lower section of Steam Stadium filled up a half hour before the game. And we're going to have fans goal line to goal line in the bleachers here. River Falls has a crowd of, at least 50, maybe a little more than that across the way. It's a 2-hour drive for them. Teams are getting the sportsmanship announcement, and the fans too, which comes from the new video board, which is in the north end zone. A lot of money's been spent over there. Joe Finnegan, the director of bands for DC Everest, even for our preseason game, assembles at least a pep band, and they have good numbers today. I believe that they will be performing, or maybe we'll have a student singer. I think we're going down to field level.
And now to honor America,
the student musicians from the DC Everest pep band will give us the national anthem.
able to stand and place your hand over your heart for the singing of the Star-Spangled Banner, performed by the DC Everest Marching Band under the direction of Joe Finnegan.
I know there are some football fans who may be multitasking tonight as the Badgers have their opener down at Camp Randall in Madison against Miami of Ohio. I predict that this game may be more entertaining. And anyway, you've got an hour at least with us before that one kicks off. We are glad to have you on Zaleski Sports. Evergreens get the ball first. When we come back, we'll kick things off for Week 2 high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back on what's going to be a very pleasant night. These football players are so happy that they don't have to play in temperatures in the 80s or above. 71 degrees as we get ready to kick off, and there's not a cloud in the sky. Football tonight's brought to you by Bruce Orthodontics, providing comprehensive orthodontic care for patients of all ages. Now accepting new patients at their Marshfield office. They accept most insurance. At Bruce Orthodontics, they're changing lives one smile at a time. Set up a free consultation today. Evergreen send Corbin Enzenroth and Silas Weber back to receive the opening kick.
Corbin Enzenroth, Silas Weber. Kicking off,
Gavin Carafin, a junior, will handle the kickoff duties for Rice Lake. Wildcats are huddling up. We'll be underway momentarily. Wildcats won in week one. Evergreen suffered a tough luck late loss up at Rice Lake. They're 0-1. Home opener at Everest. Whistle sounds. Here's the approach. Let's light this candle. Football's underway. Kick almost to the goal line. Here comes Corbin Enzenroth. Enzenroth is between the hashes, cuts to the near sideline, doesn't quite get out to the 20. Would have been better off letting that one go into the end zone. Evergreens will start at the 18 or 19-yard line. 1st and 10 for Jake Stasiak.
Oliver Simmons on the tackle.
Evergreens huddle up on the sidelines before running their first play. Here comes Everest. Mason Hine will be the receiver, split out to the far wide side of the field. Xavier Edwards, fastest player on either team, is on the near sideline. 1st and 10. Enzenroth's the running back, man in motion too. Fake the handoff. Enzenroth carries between the tackles. Got a seam that closed quickly, forward for 3 or 4 yards. Enzenroth out to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 7. Got a whistle stopping the clock and stopping play. Xavier Edwards is being told, I think his helmet strap came off. Yeah, his helmet strap is off, so Xavier Edwards told he's got to come off the field for a play. Samuel Duran comes in at the last minute. 3 receivers up high on 2nd down. X is going to come right back in on the play after this. Man in motion again. Handoff to that motion man. Got a block. Only a yard or two, not much on the near side. Andrew Bankston, who had 3 touches. He's a sophomore. Not quite filled out physically, but Bankston last week carried twice and had a catch out of the backfield. 3rd and 6. Everest needs the 29-yard line, and as expected, Xavier Edwards is right back into the huddle. In fact, he will shuttle in the play. Edwards and Bankston are the 2 receivers to the near side of the field. Single man up high. Stasiak will throw on 3rd down. Designed rollout. Pressure's okay. Didn't set his feet. Still got it to the near sideline. Is that a catch? Did he get a leg in bounds? Incomplete. Mason Hine caught it, but they say he didn't get a foot down. The Evergreens have opened the game by going 3 and out. Everest quarterback Jake Stasiak handles the punting duties. Evergreens usually roll out on these punting plays, so Stasiak gets to make the judgment of whether he wants to use his legs and try and carry these 6 yards, or if he indeed wants to kick away. The return man for River Falls waits at his 50-yard line. If the Evergreens are kicking here, he's way too close. Well, not for a kick like that. Off the side of his foot, goes out of bounds short of the 50-yard line. Here comes a short field for River Falls. They'll mark at the 48-yard line in Everest territory. We're brought to you by Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. For all of your tire and auto service needs, look to Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Great deals on tires that fit your needs. They're sure to get you back on the road. Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Here comes Tino Massa to lead the all-in-white River Falls Wildcats onto the field. Sean Vorwad, one of the offensive linemen. He's a junior. He looks big. He plays guard on the left side. 3 receivers up high. Going to hand off on first down between the tackles. Forward for 3 yards.
Joseph Tarasevich on the carry.
Joseph Tarasevich is a senior. He carries most of the offensive load when the Wildcats run the ball. Another play's called, so no huddle. 3 receivers to the near side, right up to the line of scrimmage on second down. Quarterback quick drop, protection's good, going to throw. Rolls across the formation. That was dropped. Should have been caught. Todd Benedict, a senior, had that go right off his hands. Third down. Again, trips to the near side. This is a 5-receiver package, so the ball has to come out fast. 2 up high, 3 down low. Evergreens with a light box. Slant over the middle, it's caught. First down yardage. That ball come out? Nope, caught and secured to the ground. First down, Mason Novak. Novak to the 35-yard line. River Falls is up-tempo again. Trips up high again. Got to throw underneath. Caught, and there's some blocking on that far side. Rope down. Good defensive play. Mason Novak has back-to-back catches. Novak has a gain of 6. Mason Hine roped him down. To the 30-yard line. Second down again. Handoff. Quarterback fake like he still had it. Nope, it's given to the running back. A gain of 6. And that's going to move the chains. Joseph Tarasevich with his second carry got 6 yards. Evergreen's trying to sub in some new defensive players. Got to get them off the field quickly here, and they do. 1st and 10. Tarasevich again between the tackles. Got a hole. He busts into the red zone, and he's down inside the 5, down to the 4-yard line. River Falls offensive line won the battle up front. First and goal. Austin Shellrecht, an additional tight end, comes in here for River Falls. There's movement up front. I think this is going 5 yards back. Let's wait for a signal from our referee. He'll tell us. River Falls is offsides. A red zone penalty moves the ball back to the 11, where it's still 1st and goal.
1st and goal from the 11.
River Falls looking for points on a short field drive. Charlie Burke is in the slot. Going to hand off up the middle. Evergreen's defensive line is stout here. It's a gain of just a yard for Tarasevich. Moves the ball from the 11 to the 10. Silas Weber led the Everest defensive attack. Everybody's in tight on second down. Extra blocker to the left side of the line, and that's where the handoff is going. There's backfield penetration, tackled for a loss. Tarasevich went backwards 3 or 4 yards. Nico Kleinschmidt beat his man, got into the backfield. 3rd down and goal back at the 13-yard line. Backfield is empty here. They're going to go with 5 receivers. Evergreens, I think, want a timeout. No, it is River Falls that wants a timeout. They were shuffling personnel from the far side of the field to the near side. And on this key third down, you want to make sure you've got everything set the way you want it. Why don't we step aside for a break, too? It's River Falls' first drive. They're in the red zone. Third down when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
It's River Falls' first possession of the game, and after a short punt, they got the ball at the 48 in Everest territory. It got down to the 6, and then they were called for an offensive line penalty. Boy, the red zone penalties are just drive killers. 2 handoffs and net losses there. So here comes third down and goal from the 13. Trips up high. Tarasevich is the running back next to his quarterback, Tino Massa. Massa from the pistol. Going to throw. Looking for the running back. Complete underneath. He's not in. Pushed out of bounds at the 2 or the 3 yard line. Tarasevich was knocked out of bounds by Silas Weber. Here comes fourth down. They're going to spot him between the 2 and the 3 yard line. It is fourth down. River Falls is going to go for it. No field goal unit here. Evergreens are swapping in some additional linemen. Who's got leverage down low? It's fumbled on fourth down. The Evergreens are going to get the ball. A bad snap back to the quarterback. I don't think the center and the quarterback were on the same page for the snap count. Tino Massa was not expecting that ball. Bounced off his hands, and on fourth down, the River Falls drive blows up. Yeah, once they got down to the 6, the complexion of that drive changed completely after an offensive line red zone penalty. So the Evergreens are backed up in their own end, but they did not give up points. Everest offense back onto the field for Jake Stasiak. Stasiak from the pistol. Running back Corbin Enzenroth is behind him. Now to the quarterback's left. On first down, Enzenroth lost his footing and stumbles forward for a loss of 1. And Enzenroth looked like he was going to get the edge there if he was able to keep his footing. What's going on there? 2nd and 11. Just like the first quarter last week, this Everest offense seems stuck in neutral for now. Reed Frame, new running back in. Man in motion for the Evergreens on 2nd and 11. Frame gets the carry between the tackles, got a hole, busts into the secondary. Off to the races, 40, and caught from behind across the 45-yard line. Reed Frame with a big gain. 38 yards, Reed Frame's first touch of the game.
First and 10 at the 48.
If nothing else, that big run has just flipped the field for the Evergreens. Andrew Bangston checks back in. Bangston is split to the far side. 2 receivers up there. Xavier Edwards, one-on-one coverage down low if the Evergreens want it. Bangston's across the formation. Got to swing it out to Bangston. He scoops up, not a very good throw, but still manages to move forward and makes the catch. Andrew Bangston is forward for 9 yards. I thought quarterback Stasiak was going to lead Bangston too far. Bangston stepped on the accelerator, made the catch, and moves the ball across midfield into River Falls territory. Bankston, after the positive yardage, stays in the game. He'll make the slot with 3 receivers up high for the Evergreens. So they pass on first down. On the ground. Enzenroth is gained 2 or 3 yards. He is just short of the first down. It's 3rd and 1. Evergreens will see this as 4-down territory, so 2 chances to pick up a yard. You could throw the ball downfield and then try and run on 4th down for sure. Evergreen's offense is not sure of the play here. Receivers are moving and not set at the last minute. Now we're ready to go. Everest does not take a timeout. Counting the play clock all the way down, and this is a delay of game penalty on the Evergreens. Or did they take a timeout before the play clock expired? It's against Everest. Nope. One of the Evergreens offensive linemen moved before the ball was snapped. So what was 3rd and 1 now becomes 3rd and 6. So a penalty makes this pickup a little bit harder on the Evergreens. Stasiak delayed handoff up the middle, right at the sticks. I think this is enough for a first down for Corbin Enzenroth. It'll depend on the spot. They're spotting him just short. I thought that Enzenroth fell forward, but they're going to say that his knee was down first. 4th and 1. Evergreens with the 43. They need the 42, and they're going. Enzenroth is the running back next to Stasiak. They are indeed snapping. Stasiak keeps it himself. He's forward for a first down. Just follow the big guys up front. Moves the ball to the 41-yard line. The Evergreens have a 4th down conversion and a new set of downs. We're brought to you by Next Step Prosthetics, providing prosthetics and orthotics throughout central Wisconsin. Take your next step. Contact Next Step Prosthetics today. This comes after the Evergreens got a defensive stop back at the 10-yard line. Now in the later stages of the first quarter. Frame, who had a positive carry the first time, is met at the line of scrimmage, keeps the legs churning, and gets 1. Yeah, they're spotting him for no gain there. So Frame, his first touch, busted a big gain, 38 yards. Second touch, maybe a half yard. 2nd down. Enzenroth is the running back in here. Fake to him to Xavier Edwards over the middle. Xavier Edwards has his first catch of the night and spins forward for a gain of 12. Down to the 30-yard line, first down. To Xavier Edwards across the middle, and anytime Xavier Edwards has the ball in his hands, I mean, he could be off to the races. He's just lightning fast. Track and field champion during the spring. Xavier Edwards is in the slot, and Mason Hine is the receiver far wide on the near side. On first down, going to pass again. Good pocket to one-on-one coverage. Xavier Edwards got tangled up with the defensive back. How could there be no penalty there? Xavier Edwards and Charlie Burke, and a late flag is coming in here. It's the side judge, the official who is further away, who throws the flag. This is going to be pass interference on River Falls. The official closest to that play was going to let it stand. The side judge saw it differently. That's the right call. Took a second set of eyes to get it right, but the ball moves from the 30 to the 15. Will walk up 15 yards against the River Falls defense. Under 2.5 to go in a fast-moving first quarter, and the Evergreens are driving. Xavier Edwards is in the slot. Mason Hine is up to the far wide side of the field on 1st and 10. Handoff here. Enzenroth spins forward. That was going to be stopped up for no gain. On the spin move, it's a gain of 2 or 3. 2nd and 8. We're brought to you by Newton Electric, residential to commercial, industrial to agriculture. Newton Electric in Wausau has been serving central Wisconsin since 1977. Give them a call or find them online at Newton Elec. That's their website, newtonelec.com. 2nd down with Twins up high. Now a man in motion. That's Xavier Edwards. A jet sweep to the fastest man on the field. He gets the edge. 10-5. Xavier Edwards towards the pylon. Knocked out of bounds. Didn't quite get there. Out of bounds at the 4. Look how Xavier Edwards accelerated once he got the ball there. He was 1 block away from getting across the goal line.
Ball on the 3. 1st and goal.
The jet sweep gives the Evergreens a 1st down. It's 1st and goal from the 3-yard line. Evergreens looking to finish off what would be a 90-yard drive if they find the end zone here. Stasiak, the quarterback, is in the pistol. Enzenroth in the bright green sneakers is behind him. Enzenroth will carry. Evergreen's offensive line pushes to the goal line. No signal yet. Side judge comes in and says short. Short. To the 1-yard line.
2nd and goal from the 1.
On 2nd and goal. Evergreen's offensive line looking for another win here. Reed Frame is an extra running back. He's in as a blocker here. To Enzenroth, follows Frame. Slips through the right side of the line. He's in. Touchdown, Everest. Evergreens draw first blood against River Falls. Enzenroth with a Reed Frame block. Frame's presence there made a difference. That's a Jamie Wetzel Serve Pro touchdown. Called Jamie Wetzel at Serve Pro, the number 1 choice in cleanup and restoration. Serve Pro, like it never even happened. The Evergreens will probably shift into point after touchdown formation. Yep, they're going for a single point. Jake Stasiak, the quarterback, handles place-kicking duties as well. Snap is good. Kick to the uprights. And the Evergreens have a 7-0 lead. That's a 90-yard touchdown drive after River Falls rolled the dice and came up snake eyes on 4th down back at their own 10. Wildcats get the ball when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
For the very best in craftsmanship and innovative construction, put your trust in Scherer Construction. You'll see their work when you drop your kids at school, visit the public library, drive past the fire station, or even in the industrial park. Scherer Construction has helped countless homeowners with bringing their dreams to life, and hundreds of businesses create beautiful facilities that make our communities shine all throughout Wisconsin. For your next residential, commercial, municipal, or educational construction project, join the countless others who have put their faith in Scherer Construction. Find their location right here in Wausau or online at schererconstruction.com.
I think the Evergreens have already demonstrated to River Falls that they are a tougher opponent than Wisconsin Rapids. River Falls pushed the Red Raiders around for a 45-0 win in Week 1. And now this River Falls defense has given up its first points of the young season.
Right here, O'Keefe, Anthony McPherson, deep for the kick from Jake Stasiak.
River Falls has had the ball only once here in this first quarter. Had the ball at the 48-yard line. Gained 38 yards, moved it down to the 10. And then what I believe is a botched snap count, fumbled when going for it on 4th down. Sometimes the Evergreens pooch kick or onside kick. They do that more than almost any team that you'll see at the high school level. See if they are indeed kicking it deep here. That's on film, so the other teams know the tendency for the trees. And the Evergreens have everyone lined up in the middle of the field, so this is an unusual kick formation. And Stasiak is kicking it on the ground. The Evergreens almost came up with it. Unable to close on that ball quickly enough was Mason Hine. It goes out of bounds. Yeah, the Evergreens do that a lot. What does that tell me? That the Evergreens have a lot of confidence in their defense, because when those plays don't work, you give the team outstanding field position. River Falls will start across midfield at the 49-yard line.
Ball spotted on the 49 of the Evergreens after the 5-yard penalty.
5-yard penalty. So the ball would have been back at the 46-yard line on the other side of the field. You walk off the additional 5 for the kick out of bounds. Second possession for quarterback Tino Massa. Snaps a little bit low. Handoff between the tackles and busting right into the secondary. A gain of 12 or 13 yards. Joseph Tarasevich. There are only a few plays left in the first quarter, beg your pardon. No huddle. River Falls right up to the line of scrimmage again. Light box, only 3 rushers for the Evergreens. Got a whistle. Evergreens call timeout. Evergreens may have wanted an extra pass rusher in that spot. 39 seconds to go. It's 1st and 10 River Falls from the 37 when we come back on Zaleski Sports.
I got referred to the orthodontist, and I was really nervous, but in my 2-year process, the staff was very welcoming and very kind to me. My brother also had treatment here, and he was very happy with the smile. I'd recommend Ruth Orthodontics to all my friends and family that want a beautiful smile just like us.
When I come in for my appointment, the wait is really short. All of the workers are very kind and sweet. They try to make sure that everything in my mouth is just right after my checkup, and Dr. Bruce is very nice.
I'd love the opportunity to meet you and transform your smile.
Call us to set up your free consultation today.
Both teams have used a timeout here in the first quarter. Domtar says, join the team at Domtar Paper in Rothschild. Proud to support local Wausau area high school athletics. Domtar Paper, North Grand Avenue in Rothschild. Hey, Domtar, welcome to our Zaleski Sports family of sponsors. It's your sponsorship that makes this high school football coverage possible. After the timeout by the Evergreens on defense, first down. Play action, throwing to one-on-one coverage, bumping. That's caught. Winning the battle for the ball there was Mason Novak. Novak's inside the 5 and down to the 3-yard line.
To Mason Novak. First and goal from the 4.
First and goal. They'll spot him at the 4-yard line. Evergreens had one-on-one coverage. Novak won the battle for the ball. Delayed handoff between the tackles and into the end zone. Touchdown. Joseph Tarasevich from 4 yards out. We're an extra point away from having a tie game. So Rice Lake with a quick answer after the Evergreens put together a long touchdown drive. Gavin Carafel will try the point after touchdown. Snaps a little bit low. It's down. It's blocked. So the Evergreens will keep a lead by 1, 7-6. I think the timing was messed up on the low snap that had to be picked up off of the Wayne Stephenhagen Field turf. Why don't we keep it here with 21 seconds left in the first quarter? That kick never got any elevation on it. Right into the line and knocked down. The Evergreens have a great atmosphere here at Stephenhagen Field. For the student section, the Forest, it's Patriots Day. Red, white, and blue. Stuff that they may have trotted out for the 4th of July being recycled today.
Kick returners Corbin, Enzenroth, and Silas Weber.
Silas Weber and Corbin Enzenroth will wait to receive the kick. That's a 49-yard touchdown drive for River Falls. They've had short fields both times they've had the ball. See if River Falls is ready to kick deep here. Karafell's already shown on kickoffs that he's got a big leg. He is indeed kicking high school football. A touchback in all situations still starts at the 20-yard line. Football tonight's brought to you by Lead Car Toyota of Wausau Discussion Center. Find Lead Car Toyota of Wausau, North 20th Avenue on Wausau's west side. Latest stages of quarter number 1. Here's Jake Stasiak out for a third possession for the Evergreens. Enzenroth is the running back behind him. Enzenroth between the tackles opened up a hole that closed kind of quickly. Enzenroth brings the ball out to the 25-yard line. That will probably be the last play of the first quarter. Got to switch sides and have a 2nd and 5 waiting for the Evergreens, who lead 7-6. A blocked extra point is the difference in this one. Second quarter awaits when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries higher quality furniture from all of your favorite brands because we want you to be proud of your space.
It just makes sense. Mittens carries all of your favorite appliance brands so we can save you money on the products you trust.
It just makes sense that Mittens services what we sell because we want your home to be comfortable and run smoothly.
It just makes sense. Central Wisconsin has shopped at Mittens since 1938 because we have it all.
Be a part of a Marshfield tradition at Maple Fall Fest, September 13th and 14th. Start each morning with a potato or buttermilk pancake breakfast and shop over 125 handmade arts and craft vendors. Also, make sure to check out the Kids Zone, yummy food court with maple specialties, beer garden, and a comedic grilling show with TV's Mad Dog and Meryl. Don't miss the 33rd Annual Maple Fall Fest, Saturday and Sunday, September 13th and 14th at Wildwood Park and Zoo in Marshfield. Learn more at visitmarshfield.com and follow us on Facebook.
Welcome back to Stephen Hagen Field at Steam Stadium. I'm Chris Conley. Both teams have touchdowns on the board. Evergreens lead 7-6, and the second quarter starts from the 25-yard line. Evergreens with possession and a 2nd and 5. Snaps a little bit high. Fake to Enzenroth to Xavier Edwards over the middle. That's Xavier. Yeah, I love the ball in Xavier Edwards' hands. He is so fast. Break a tackle. He's one-on-one coverage with single receivers at either side. Evergreens on first down. Throw over the middle. Xavier Edwards again spins forward. And Xavier Edwards kept his legs churning. Tough to get him down to the turf. Xavier Edwards got... Stasiak took a couple of steps over to the sidelines to get the play ready to go now. Xavier Edwards. River Falls is blitzing here. Stasiak's in trouble. The blitz got home. To tell from the edge, extra linebackers were coming. It looked like a 4-man box, but it wasn't. 3 more were rushing in. So it was 7-on-5, and River Falls won that. They're going to spot him back for a loss of 8. First sack for either side tonight. And the first time all night that the Evergreens are playing from behind the chains. Design rollout. No, it's a misdirection play. Enzenroth back to the center of the field. Got back all of the lost yardage and a little bit more. Enzenroth got 10. 3rd and 8. This may be 4-down territory for the Evergreens. Jake Rather comes out. Andrew Bangston, running back or receiver, comes in. You can put Bangston in the slot in this spot. Evergreens are probably going to throw. Bangston's one of the 3 receivers, along with Xavier Edwards and Colin Fawkes up high for the Evergreens. There's a 4th receiver down low to the near side of the field. Fawkes turns back. Protection's good. 3rd down underneath. Caught. Short of the first down, though. It's going to be a gain of 6 yards. The Evergreens need another 1.5 yards. They're going for it. Jake Rather comes back in. And for extra blocking, Reed Frame is coming in. Evergreens have already converted a 4th and short from earlier in the first quarter. Nicolet Bank offers personal banking at its best. Locations in Wausau, Stevens Point, Colby, Medford, Edgar, and Merrill. Or learn more at nicoletbank.com. 4th and 1.5 yards. Got a timeout called here. The Evergreens are taking a timeout. I think the Evergreens didn't line up the way the coaching staff was expecting. Coach Luke Coonan in the booth to our right. When he sees something up high, he's the eye in the sky in these spots. Calls the timeout. Why don't we keep it right here? So Everest coach Braden Mitchell, I'm sure, had Coach Coonan in his ear. And the Evergreens have taken the second of 3 timeouts here in the first half. Evergreen scored a touchdown on their last possession, put together a 90-yard touchdown drive. River Falls answered quickly on a short field, a 49-yard drive for their touchdown. Evergreens are looking to see if they can double knock here.
4th and 1.
On 4th and 1 yard, Enzenroth is the running back behind Jake Stasiak. Stasiak from the pistol. Evergreen shift, so it's jumbo to the left side of the line. Extra blockers there, including the running back Reed Frame. That's the direction they're going. This is going to depend on the spot. I think he's got a first down. Oh, well, you know what? That's not a generous spot at all from the side judge. The side judge is going to put the ball right down at the 45-yard line. Let's see where the umpire is going to put the ball. The side judge has this as short. The umpire underneath is going to agree with that stingy spot. They're not even going to measure here. The Evergreens are short by about the length of a football. Visually, I thought the Evergreens had the line to make. The officials are closer, and they've disagreed. So both teams have been stopped on 4th down. Evergreens didn't even get a measurement there. Here comes Tino Massa from the pistol. First time he's got 2 blockers on either side in the backfield. One of the running backs came out early. A big hit on the far sideline. Pass is complete to Charlie Burke, and then Asa Martin lowered the boom. Burke did a good job to hold on to that. There was contact immediately after the ball arrived, a gain of 1 yard. Looks like the 2 running backs are staying in. Burke is the receiver up high. Todd Benedict is the receiver down low, and it's press coverage on Benedict. Going to throw again, and they're looking for that one-on-one coverage. Too long. Benedict had a step, too. Third and 9. The lights are not yet on at Stephen Hagen Field. I would imagine we're going to hit the money button for Wisconsin Public Service soon. It's gotten a little bit dark as the sun is setting around this time of the late afternoon. 3rd and long. Got to get a cut. Mason Novak's got his 3rd catch of the night. 3rd and 9, no problem. Down to the 27-yard line. Evergreen's looking for more from the pass rush. Handoff here between the tackles. That's 3 yards forward. Joseph Tarasevich has the 4-yard touchdown run for these Wildcats. Gains 3 there. Back up to the line of scrimmage. Boy, when River Falls has the ball, the defense doesn't get a break. Handoff, Tarasevich again. Contact at the line of scrimmage and only 1 yard. Here comes 3rd and 6. Jake Rather subs in. The Evergreens want an extra defensive back. Lineman Andrew Hettinga is out for the Evergreens here. So it's a 4-man box. On 3rd down, going to throw, looking to one-on-one coverage. Coverage is tight. Penalty marker comes in. It's caught anyway. No, it's incomplete. It's incomplete, but we're going to have a pass interference call. Looked like the Evergreens defender was holding the intended receiver, Riker O'Keefe. It's going to be half the distance to the goal line from here. Fairly obvious call, not much to dispute. Marked as half the distance to the goal. The ball is set down at the 11-yard line. First down. River Falls looking to take their first lead of the evening. Handoff up the middle and forward. I mean, he's a big back. Joseph Tarasevich. 5 yards on first down. Another plays call. The Evergreens cannot substitute defensively. Rice Lake kept same personnel on the field. To Tarasevich again at the line of scrimmage. The Evergreens defense is stout there. He didn't get anything. They may spot him back a yard as they unpile. You bet. Lost a yard, maybe a yard and a half. What was 2nd and 5 now becomes 3rd and 6 or maybe a little more. 3rd down. They pick up a first down at the 3. Play action to the end zone. It's caught. It's a touchdown.
Pass completed to Thade Fryer for a River Falls touchdown.
That's an 8-yard touchdown run and River Falls, a touchdown pass rather, and that's the first touchdown of the second quarter. River Falls leads 12-7. They missed their first extra point. So let's see if they're going for 2. Yeah, they're keeping the offense on the field. They're going for 2 after the blocked point after touchdown, their first time into the end zone. Maybe a direct snap. It is bobbled, and this 2-point try is stopped. Tarasevich couldn't handle that snap. River Falls does take the lead. Our new score is 12-7. Evergreens get the ball back when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau is hiring full-time second and third shifts with competitive starting wages and a pay increase every 90 days during your first year. Great Lakes Cheese invests in their employees. Apply today at jobs.greatlakescheese.com.
Is it time to replace your old gutters? Call Schwartz Seamless Gutters and protect your home with new seamless technology. No seams, no leaks. With free estimates in 2 days or less and workmanship guaranteed, our service is as seamless as our gutters. Does your roof need attention? Don't replace it, restore it with Seamless Commercial Roofing. Our process is guaranteed and a fraction of the cost of replacement with no downtime. When your roof needs attention, call Seamless Commercial Roofing in Marshfield.
Welcome back.
We are having an issue with the lights. Just give us some time.
Uh-oh. Just announced to the crowd, we're having an issue getting the lights on. Uh-oh. The crowd's been told, give us a minute. We've decided up here in the press box that Thade Dreyer, running back who came in,
He's in the press box. Toyota set has a number 20.
was the receiver who caught the touchdown. Again, going for 2, a bad snap that Joseph Tarasevich did not handle. Gives us the unusual score of 12-7. Evergreens to get the ball back.
Black 23.
And that Wildcats touchdown after the Evergreens were stopped, we think, on 4th and a yard and a half. Judged to be short. Again, the crowd's been told that the lights are not on here at Stephen Hagen Field because of a technical problem. Well, this game obviously is going to need illumination between now and when we get into the second half. We're going to keep playing for now. I mean, we've got a new video board. We've got new scoreboards. None of this came at the expense of the lights, right? Right. And for now, at least, both teams are staying on their sidelines. We're brought to you by Great Lakes Cheese. Great Lakes Cheese in Wausau offers a state-of-the-art facility with excellent benefits, pay, culture, and more. Join a growing company and get your career on the right path. Learn more and apply today at GreatLakesCheese.com. And now I'm happy to tell you that the halogen lamps have come on. The new stadiums have LED lights. They flip on instantly. Well, now the halogen lights, which take a moment, have been turned on, and soon we will be playing under the floodlights here at Stephen Hagen Field at Steam Stadium. I'm Chris Conley. I think the officials are delaying for a moment until the lights begin to take effect. We joked at the opening of our broadcast, the Evergreens have played their last 6 games on the road going back to last season. In week 9 of the regular season, they were on the road, then 4 road playoff games, and then opened this season week 1 on the road up at Rice Lake. So I don't think we've had occasion to turn on the lights here at Stephen Hagen Field for a while. I think we should be just about ready for Rice Lake's kickoff in just a moment. While we're waiting, I'll tell you that we're sponsored tonight by Design Theory 19, the industry leaders for both residential and commercial design, bringing fresh, unique ideas to remodeling projects and new construction. It's their passion. Learn more. Their website is Design Theory 19. That's Design Theory 19, the website for Design Theory 19, designtheory19.com. All right, the white hat blows his whistle and brings both teams back out onto the field. Play continues under the lights. Not a long delay at all. Evergreens led 7-0 and then 7-6. Rice Lake has now taken the lead 12-7 on a 9-yard touchdown pass. James Carfell's last kick went into the end zone for a touchback. Not wind-aided. This one's going to be returned. Here's Enzenroth from just outside the 5-yard line. Gets a block. He's across the 20. Enzenroth still on his feet. Across the 30 and out to the 35-yard line. Spot him at the 37. That's a favorable kickoff return for the Evergreens. 31 yards of kickoff return yardage. So here come the Evergreens, who just came up short on 4th down the last time they had the ball. Here we are in the middle stages of the second quarter in a game that's kind of gone back and forth. Enzenroth will be the running back next to Stasiak. Trips to the near wide side of the field for the Evergreens. Stasiak's going to hand it off. Enzenroth right into the pile for a yard. So River Falls defense has been solid between the tackles on the last 2 rushing attempts. 2nd and 9. Andrew Bangston back in for the Evergreens. Again, Bangston right now is kind of a Swiss Army knife. Can catch, can run. Andrew Bangston's in the slot. 3 receivers over there at Xavier Edwards, one-on-one coverage nearest to the sideline. And it's a handoff. Didn't get the edge. This play is strung out and down for a loss. Enzenroth went backwards. Loss of 5. Evergreens need to move the ball out to the 45-yard line.
3rd and 13.
Considering that River Falls just scored on their last possession, this would be a rotten spot for a 3-and-out. And River Falls looks like extra pass rushers are coming here. Stasiak's got to get this out quickly. Protection's good for the moment. Now from the blind side, he's hit. Pass is incomplete. Stasiak took a big hit and didn't see it coming unless he heard the footsteps. Austin Stelrecht, big senior, came in from the blind side. The Evergreens are going to have to punt. Stasiak to kick it away. Second time that Everest will punt in tonight's game. He is indeed kicking it away. Line drive kick. It's over the return man's head and takes a favorable roll for the trees. Back to the 15, and it'll be down to the 12. With a favorable roll, that's a 53-yard punt.
1st and 10 at the 12.
The worst field position that the Wildcats will have all night. But they've moved the ball and scored on their last 2 possessions. Time for the Everest defense to try and assert itself. From the pistol, 2 receivers down low, 1 up high, back in their own end. Handoff on first down, and nothing doing. No gain for Joseph Tarasevich. And maybe a half yard. 5 minutes to go until halftime. Wildcats have 2 timeouts to work with. Evergreens have only 1. From the pistol with 2 running backs in for blocking. Going to throw. Protection holds up well. Rolls to the near side. Now there's late pressure. Throws it out of bounds. That should be grounding. There's no one there. There's no one there. The Evergreens are looking for the intentional grounding flag. That is not coming. There was no receiver within 20 yards of that ball. Quarterback was out of the pocket. That's why there's no flag. 3rd down and 9. If the Evergreens can get a stop here, the Wildcats would punt. Do the Evergreens blitz in this spot? Quick drop over the middle. It's caught. And second effort, slipping the tackle, will get a first down for Charlie Burke. Burke was contacted a yard or 2 short of the line to gain, and then a missed tackle out to the 26-yard line. First down, Wildcats. So 3rd and 9 is converted. Got to throw here. Underneath, a lot of contact, incomplete. The Evergreens defensive backs are allowed to fight through the blocker, and as they were fighting through the receiver who is in blocking formation, they pushed him back into Mason Novak, who couldn't hold on to the ball. Clock stops, officially 4:17 until halftime. Same formation, 3 receivers there. Going to throw over there again. Underneath, there's blocking. Again, the Evergreens did a good job fighting through this. Aiden Schmitz made initial contact. O'Keefe gets 3 yards. 3rd down. Converted on 3rd and 9 earlier in the drive. Here comes 3rd and 7. Again, from this part of the field, get a stop here, you'll get the ball back. Blitz is coming, pass underneath, complete. This is the running back out of the backfield who's got the first down. Tarasevich. Big target for quarterback Tino Massa. And the ball moves out to the 42-yard line. Back-to-back 3rd down conversions. Got a whistle here. I don't think the offensive line was set. False start. Wildcats, 5 yards back. Will replay as 1st and 15. France Propane brings you today's Week 2 high school football coverage. Your locally owned complete service propane company, serving all of central Wisconsin for over 2 generations. Learn more at francepropane.com. France Propane, local, quality, family. Throwing on first down to one-on-one coverage. There's going to be a pass interference play there. Riker O'Keefe, I think, helped sell that call. Riker O'Keefe, as the ball was in the air, had both of his hands up like there's bumping and contact. He's going to get that call. Ball's going to move forward 15 yards across midfield and into Everest territory. Put the ball down at the 48-yard line, and it's a new set of downs for River Falls.
First and 10 at the 48.
The chain gang doesn't have the sticks positioned properly on the far side. So we have a delay here while we straighten things out administratively. It is a new set of downs from the 48-yard line. River Falls has moved from the 17 across midfield to the 48. 1st and 10.
Penalties for holding, defensive goals.
Snaps a little bit low. Handoff up the middle, and falling forward is the big running back, Joseph Tarasevich. Looks like they're giving him just a yard. 2nd and 9. 3.5 to go till halftime. Got to throw here. Boy, there's a hold on the end of the line that was not called. To one-on-one coverage, the receiver's all alone. It's going to be a touchdown. The flag is down. This is coming back. The officials saw what I saw. There was a hold on the right-hand side of the offensive line. This is a touchdown that's going to be short-lived. Charlie Burke was all alone. Offensive holding is going to be the call here. There it is. I saw it. Maybe you did too on our Zaleski Sports coverage. The tackle on the right-hand side of the River Falls line had a hold of that Everest player on the outside. It is a spot foul. It is going to be 2nd down and 19. Touchdown off the board on a pretty obvious hold. Going to throw on 2nd down. Throwing to one-on-one coverage again. The receiver's got a step, and he caught it again. Charlie Burke is flung out of bounds.
Pass is complete to Charlie Burke. 1st and 10.
Tell you what, the Evergreens are going to need to send additional rushers. For now, the Evergreens are opting for extra defensive backs, but they've got to get more pressure on the quarterback. So 3rd and 9, 3rd and 7, and 2nd and 19 all converted here. A whistle stops play. Nope. That play's going to count. Tarasevich gets only a yard between the tackles. Everest defense has been doing better between the tackles, stopping the run. But boy, the Evergreens need to get more pressure on quarterback Tino Massa. Massa again has time, looks, slant over the middle. That's a nicely thrown ball. That's caught inside the 10 and down to the 5-yard line.
Pass complete to Mason Novak.
Mason Novak's got another catch. River Falls in danger of going up by 2 scores. This is 1st and goal now from the 5-yard line. Handoff again. It's a delay into the end zone. It's a touchdown. Joseph Tarasevich is in for the 2nd time. River Falls up with 18 unanswered points. A Tarasevich 5-yard touchdown run. Going to try a regular point after touchdown here. Carafel to try the extra point. Snap is low. Kick to the uprights. That one is good. 19-7. Evergreens will get the ball back with 2:19 to work with and one timeout before halftime. We're back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
At the Granite Shop, we take great pride in what we do. We offer high-quality natural stone granite as well as a huge selection of man-made stone. With full slabs as well as a variety of partial remnants, you'll have no problem finding the stone that was meant for you. Our high-end, high-quality granite, quartz, and marble is perfect for any kitchen, bathroom, or remodel need. We are locally owned and operated on County Road C near Stratford. We service all of Wisconsin.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. In the closing moments of the first half last week, the Evergreens were able to drive the ball down and get themselves on the scoreboard. Got a 47-yard field goal at Rice Lake. Evergreens will be in go mode here with 2:19 to play until halftime. River Falls has scored on their last 3 possessions. Of course, all good drives start with a good kickoff return. Let's see if the Evergreens can cook that up here. Carafel to kick off. Kicks it deep. It's into the end zone. The Evergreens will start from the 20-yard line. Infinity Exteriors brings you high school football tonight, installing peace of mind. Roofing, siding, windows built to last, saving our communities from unscrupulous contractors. Infinity Exteriors guarantees quality you can trust. .80 yards of field turf ahead of the Evergreens for what figures to be a final drive of the first half. Boy, Everest would feel better if they can move the ball down and get some points here in the closing 2:19. Stasiak's going to throw. The pressure is non-existent. Caught out to the sidelines, and the Evergreens have 8 yards. Corbin Enzenroth is out of bounds and stops the clock. Xavier Edwards splits out to the far side. One-on-one coverage there. Stasiak to pass. Throws over the middle. One-on-one coverage. It's a little bit too long for Mason Hine. Right idea. That ball probably needed a little more air under it. 3rd down and 2. Evergreens can keep the ball on the ground if they want to, but they've got to have another play called. They've got to hustle up. Man across the formation. Got a throw on 3rd down. A screen. It's the right call. Enzenroth is trying to get out of bounds. He's not. He's tackled inbounds. The clock will stop for a moment after a gain of 6. The clock will stop while the chains are moved on the far side. New set of downs for the Evergreens from the 35. Stasiak design rollout. Got backside pressure. He's got to feel it. Gets rid of it over the middle. Too high for Xavier Edwards. Clock stops. 1:45 left in the half. This will give the Evergreens a chance to huddle up. The Everest defense has had trouble getting stops in this first half, so that's an obvious halftime adjustment that's got to be made. Stasiak on 2nd and 10. Quick drop. Steps up into the pocket. Throws to one-on-one coverage. It's too long. looking for Samuel Duran. 3rd and 10. River Falls has shown quick strike ability, so the Evergreens would sure not like to go 3 and out here and give the ball back to them. But River Falls would have just enough time left in the half that they could go for more points. They'd be playing with house money with a 12-point lead. 3rd and 10. Design rollout. Pressure is good. Throwing too high for Xavier Edwards. Back-to-back-to-back incomplete passes. The Evergreens are going to punt here. Waiting for punt personnel to come onto the field. I can't imagine you would go on 4th and 10. Ball rests at the 35-yard line. That's too short of a field to roll snake eyes. There was a penalty, an illegal motion penalty against the Evergreens. It's declined. Everest will kick away. So River Falls is going to get the ball with 94 seconds officially left in the half. Anthony McPherson is the punt returner in this spot. Stasiak's going to throw on 4th down over the middle. It's caught. Boy, that's a gutsy call. Jake Rather over the middle. My goodness. On 4th and 10, the Evergreens will spend their last timeout. Boy, you've got to be a riverboat gambler in this game. Do you ever? 4th and 10, and the Evergreens quarterback, who is also their punter, Jake Stasiak, throws over the middle. And the Evergreens keep this drive going. Everest has no timeouts left. Boy, I mean, if that pass is incomplete, and the pass was high over the middle, receiver had to elevate to get that. If that pass is high over the middle, River Falls gets the ball at the 35-yard line. They could go up by 3 scores before halftime. Instead, Everest keeps the ball here. I got to tell you, if I was head coach, I would never in that spot. Never. Just too risky. But it's good when it works out, isn't it? On 1st down. Pressure coming, throwing the one-on-one coverage. Xavier Edwards has a step. It's knocked away, incomplete. That's a clean play. And Xavier Edwards is slow getting up. The Evergreens' best receiver had to elevate and absorb contact as the ball arrived. I think that's a good no call on pass interference. Solid defense in one-on-one coverage. And Xavier Edwards is coming over to the sidelines. Clock stops on the incomplete pass. Ball was underthrown. In one-on-one coverage, I love Xavier Edwards' chances of winning those battles. Pressure's coming. Screen. Enzenroth gets out of bounds. That will stop the clock with a gain of 6. Ball moves down to the 38-yard line. 10 more yards, and the Evergreens will be in field goal range for Jake Stasiak, who handles the place kicking. He had a 47-yarder last week. Third down. 4 to go. Xavier Edwards is back in. He's in the slot, one of the 3 receivers up high. Over the middle, caught. Xavier Edwards in traffic. He's inside the 25 and down to the 24-yard line. The clock will stop momentarily while the chains are moved. 1:09 left. Evergreens have another play call right up to the line of scrimmage. Clock winds, 1:08, 1:07, and the Evergreens spike the ball here. Ball is spiked into the ground to stop the clock with 1:07 left in the first half. It'll be 2nd and 10. Evergreen scored their touchdown on their second drive after opening up the game going 3 and out. Looking for points here. Stasiak to throw. Late pressure over the middle. That's almost intercepted. Is that caught? Nope, didn't hold it. Looking for Jake Rather again. Here comes third down.
Anthony McPherson on the coverage.
If the Evergreens move the ball no closer, this would be a 41-yard field goal try. Evergreens are looking to pick this up on 3rd and 10. But they are in field goal range for the Evergreens' Jake Stasiak. Got a whistle here. I think River Falls taking a timeout.
Timeout, River Falls.
River Falls will use their final timeout with 1:02 left in the first half. We'll step aside for a break. Evergreens facing 3rd and 10 next on Zaleski Sports.
The doctor basically said, you're going to be in a wheelchair and walking with a walker. And I'm like, what? I'm like, that's my life? That's my life story? I looked around on the internet and I found Shai at Next Step Prosthetics. And I came in and met with him and I felt so comfortable here, so unfearful. He said, we're going to get you up and walking.
Call to set up a free, no obligation evaluation. Next Step Prosthetics, the fit for you.
It is 3rd down. If the Evergreens settle for a field goal on 4th down, it's makeable but not a guarantee from this distance. River Falls would still have a 2-score lead. If the Evergreens stick the ball in the end zone, it becomes a 1-score ball game heading into the second half. 3rd and 10. Stasiak design rollout. Pressure is good. Throws to one-on-one coverage. Xavier Edwards, he's got it! Touchdown, Evergreens! 24-yard connection between Stasiak and Edwards. And this will be a 1-score game going into the second half. That ball seemed like it was in the air for a long, long time. Xavier Edwards had a touchdown catch in the second half of the Week 1 game against Rice Lake. Evergreen score with 56 seconds left until halftime. A regular point after try here would make this a 5-point game.
Jake Stasiak on for the extra.
Point after try is up. Line drive through. 19-14. That was a good drive for the Evergreens. On 4th and 10, a fake punt over the middle kept that drive going. How about that? River Falls has been successful throwing the ball downfield. They've been getting big chunk plays. Yeah, River Falls has more big plays downfield than the Evergreens in this first half. So with 56 seconds left, I'm not so sure that River Falls just runs out the clock or not. I'm not so sure the Evergreens kick it deep either. The Evergreens love the pooch kick. And the Evergreens attempt more onside kicks than any team in central Wisconsin. Yeah, the deep man for River Falls waits not back at the goal line, not at the 10, but waits back at the 20-yard line. That's Charlie Burke.
Charlie Burke is deep.
Which means River Falls wants additional men up close to the 50-yard line. The ball has to travel at least to the 50 before the Evergreens can try and recover some kind of onside or pooch kick here. DC Everest dance team will entertain here at Steam Stadium at halftime. Evergreens are kicking it deep. Bounces up high and is fielded by Charlie Burke. Burke gets the near sideline, gets a block. He's out across the 40-yard line. He'll start at the 41. River Falls sure has won the field position battle in this game. So far, with River Falls being pass-oriented, the Evergreens have opted for extra defensive backs. That may change in the second half. Evergreens may want a heavier box, more pass rushers. They're going to send 5 here on 1st and 10. Going to pass. Again, the defensive line didn't get home. Pass over the middle, it's complete. Caught by Charlie Burke. Tino Massa, the Wildcats quarterback, is carving up the Evergreens right now. Receiver was tackled inbounds, so the clock runs 35 seconds, 34, 33. Pass rush is coming, screen, and he's going to be inbounds. A 10-yard gain. That's Joseph Tarasets. Neither team, well, you know what? River Falls on the scoreboard has 1 timeout left. I think they're taking it here. Although I believe there's an injured player down on the far side. Yeah, this is an injury timeout after a gain of 8.
Leg on the play.
Now we've got a late flag that's come in. Again, while the athletic trainer comes out on the field to tend to that injured player, the referee in the white hat threw his flag right in the middle of the field. It's an illegal procedure against the Evergreens. What's this about? They're walking off a 15-yard penalty against the Evergreens. Had an injured player on the far side. The ball will move to the 31-yard line. So once the injury is dealt with, River Falls will be able to take cracks at the end zone here in the final 22 seconds with a timeout in their pocket. Wish I could give you a more detailed explanation on what that's all about. Play was clearly stopped. Evergreens were coming off the field. Maybe the penalty is because the players needed to stay on the field until the referee stops play. Something like that, something administrative. Asa Martin, who's been a big hitter for the Evergreens, is slow coming off. And he's coming off without his helmet, but he's coming off under his own power. Because this is an injury timeout, the clock will wind once Asa Martin gets over to the sidelines. Asa's not there yet. Single receiver up high for River Falls, 2 to the near wide side of the field. On first down after the penalty, here comes a sack. No, the quarterback gets out of it, throws downfield, and it's caught down at the 5-yard line. Evergreens were that close to a sack. Then Todd Benedict is able to haul that in. And he's out of bounds, 2 to stop the clock. 1st and goal from inside the 5. They're going to spot this at the 4. Got a throw here, got a whistle that stops play. The clock went down from 14 to 12 seconds. They may put this time back on. It was the back judge who threw the flag. Delay of game, maybe? Let's see. It's against the Evergreens. Half the distance to the goal. The ball will move from the 4 to the 2-yard line. With a timeout in their pocket, River Falls could run the ball here.
5 seconds. 14 on the clock. 14.
River Falls quarterback Tino Massa has the luxury of going over to the bench to get the play that he wants here. From the 2-yard line, officially 14 seconds left until halftime. Massa throws to one-on-one coverage, back of the end zone. It's caught.
Touchdown. Pass is complete to Todd Benedict.
In the back of the end zone, Todd Benedict has a 2-yard touchdown pass. That's disheartening for the Evergreens. They get a touchdown, and then with under a minute left, River Falls marches all the way down the field. Evergreen scored with 56 seconds left in the half. River Falls needed just 45 seconds of game time to get back into the end zone.
Kick is good.
Extra point is good.
River Falls
26-14. It's back to a 2-score lead for River Falls. Todd Benedict with the touchdown catch in the back of the end zone.
So we're trying to find, without making an embarrassing announcement here, who would be driving that Toyota Highlander? Can you call it? I tried calling an E45 on Jack.
So give River Falls credit. They had an answer. Knowing that they would get the ball to start the third quarter, they didn't sit on things. Playing with house money, and they've cashed in their chips. Evergreens will receive the ball with 11 seconds left until halftime. Gavin Caraful will kick off. Evergreens, I would imagine, will take a knee and then go to the locker room. Everest and Rapids next week on Zaleski Sports. Line drive bouncer. Evergreens are going to run this ball out of bounds. Andrew Bankston. There are 6 seconds left. Maybe a heave downfield. Evergreens will start at the 36-yard line. Evergreen's offense is still over on the sideline. A hook and ladder play, maybe? Something over the middle and then look to lateral it back. There's probably just one play left until halftime. And the Evergreens are going to try something downfield. Jake Stasiak from the pistol. Design rollout. There's backside pressure. He was hit as he threw the ball. It is caught and out of bounds. 2 seconds left. That's a catch over there on the far side, I think. Nope, incomplete. Incomplete. Not able to get a foot down. So that play did not consume the seconds remaining. 2nd and 10 with 2 ticks until halftime. Pressure coming. Stasiak throws the screen. No one was there. Incomplete. That brings us to halftime. River Falls heads to the locker room leading by 12, 26-14. Evergreens got this within 5 points, and River Falls had the latest of answers, a 2-yard touchdown pass with 11 seconds left. Wildcats 26, Trees 14. We'll come back in a moment and recap our first half scoring. River Falls gets the ball to start the third quarter. It is halftime. This is high school football on Zaleski Sports.
If the check engine light comes on in your car, do you address it or hope it goes away on its own? Pain is your body's check engine light signaling that something isn't right. Innovative Health in Weston can help identify and fix the aches and pains of everyday life. We deliver effective chiropractic care for every joint in your body, from your neck to your back to your knees and feet. With 4 doctors on staff and advanced treatment options, we've been consistently voted a top chiropractic and sports medicine clinic in central Wisconsin. Whether you're a high school athlete, a pregnant mom, or just feeling the wear and tear of life, give us a call at Innovative Health in Weston today.
Feel better, live better, Innovative Health.
We're at halftime. On Stephen Hagen Field at Howard Steam Stadium, the DC Everest dance team will entertain the large crowd that's here. My name's Chris Conley. River Falls 26, DC Everest 14. We'll take some time to recap our first half scoring. We've had a couple of lead changes here. Halftime is brought to you by Innovative Health in Weston, providing complete chiropractic care for the greater Wausau community. They'll keep your body running the way it was intended. Feel better, live better, Innovative Health. The Evergreens got the opening kick of this game and went 3 and out. That's not so good. Rice Lake got the ball at the 46-yard line in Everest territory. They marched down to the 6. They had a red zone penalty that pushed them back. On 4th down, they went for it, and they had a bad snap. The Rice Lake quarterback and his center didn't have the same snap count. Tino Massa had the ball go off his hands, and the 4th down try failed. Evergreens then marched all the way down the field. A 1-yard touchdown run by Corbin Enzenroth gave the Evergreens a 7-0 lead. River Falls has shown quick strike ability through their passing game. River Falls got on the scoreboard with 21 seconds left in the fourth quarter. A Joseph Tarasevich 4-yard touchdown run. But the extra point snap was no good. Kick was blocked at the line, so the Evergreens held on to a 7-6 lead at the end of the first quarter. River Falls took their first lead at 6:52 of the second quarter. A Tino Massa pass to Thad Dreyer. They tried to make up for the missed PAT by going for 2. That failed, so it was 12-7. River Falls would extend their lead with 2:19 to go until halftime. A 5-yard touchdown run by Joseph Tarasevich, so he has 2 touchdown runs in the game. The point after was good, 19-7. And at that point, River Falls had scored 19 unanswered points. The Evergreens got the ball with 2 minutes left in the first half, and they were in go mode. And they were able to score, too. A 24-yard touchdown run from pass from Jake Stasiak to Xavier Edwards. So the Evergreens got within 19-14, but there were 56 seconds left in the half, and that was enough time for River Falls to get down the field and score. They were aided by 2 Everest penalties, and then a 2-yard touchdown pass from Tino Massa to Todd Benedict in the back of the end zone. The extra point was good, and that brings us to 26-14, which is where we are now. That botched 4th down try in the red zone in the first quarter is the only stop that the Everest defense has. The Evergreens have had to punt the ball away twice in the first half. The River Falls Wildcats have not had their punt team on the field so far in this game. You can be almost certain that the Evergreens are going to try some kind of pooch or onside kick. That's just an Everest tendency when they're kicking off to start the second half. I got to tell you, the result of that kick to start the third quarter is going to be key to how this game plays out. Will River Falls get points again off a short field? Yeah, they might. Then they would go up by 3 scores for the first time in this game. They already lead by 2. It's 26-14 at halftime. They lead by 2 scores right now. DC Everest is represented by their pep band. The marching band is not out in full uniform yet. They've got a busy weekend. DC Everest marching band, by tradition, marches in the Labor Day Parade in Wausau. That's coming up on Monday. I can see because the big tent is already up at the Labor Temple, not so far from Conley House, a couple of blocks away. But the Evergreens, usually for their first 1 or 2 home games, have a pep band assembled by Joe Finnegan. They're playing from the stands today. The Everest dance team, which was one of the ranked teams in the state, I believe they got 3rd place for their palm routine last year, entertained this big crowd at Stephen Hagen Field at Steam Stadium at halftime. River Falls is looking for a 2-0 start, and the Evergreens are trying to avoid 0-2 for the season. It's 26-14 Wildcats. We'll talk a little about the halftime adjustments that the Evergreens will be looking to make when we come right back. Halftime for Week 2 of high school football on Zaleski Sports.
At Ridgestop Exteriors, we're more than your average home improvement company. We're your neighbors, and for over 20 years, we've been trusted and proudly serving right here in your community. Customer service is our #1 goal. Call now for your free estimate.
Ridgetop Exteriors.
Selling your car to Dahl Auto is quick and easy. Bring your title and keys, and you'll have a check in as little as 30 minutes. Still owe money on your vehicle? No problem. We'll take care of it. Dahl Auto. Simple.
I'm Jamie Schley. As your American Family Insurance agent, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing is wrong. Give me a call or stop by our new office location, and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
Retirement is a balancing act because everyone's financial situation is unique. A reverse mortgage loan can transform your home's equity into accessible cash, whether it's to pay off your mortgage, cover bills, or fund your dreams.
The cash is there if we need it, and it just takes a little stress off of our lives.
You have something else to fall back on?
Call me, Josh Kilty, your local retirement mortgage specialist, for a free consultation to help bring financial stability to your life.
Hey, you're tuned in to Better Halves.
Skip, I love my hometown, and I want a health plan that feels the same way. So, what are your favorite local date spots?
Yeah, I know like all the date spots in Eau Claire.
Jane, I'm Steve from Security. I've lived here in Wisconsin my whole life, and that means I understand your health coverage needs better.
By the way, Doug, it's Eau Claire. I have a dozen Eclairs in my dressing room.
Culligan Water delivers. From your first call, to your first sip, to your first soak. Culligan, give us a tap. The only water that comes with a van.
Here at Brickner Motors, in Little Chicago, we will help you order your brand new Chrysler, Dodge, Ram, or Jeep and get it equipped the way you want it, in the color you've always dreamed of. Whether you choose from our in-stock selection or order factory fresh, quality vehicles at competitive prices are what keep people coming back again and again. Make the drive out to Brickner Motors on Little Chicago's northeast side and let our family take care of your family. You can count on us.
Hi, I'm Josh Marks, owner of Infinity Exteriors. 9 out of 10 brand new roofs can't pass a simple manufacturer warranty inspection, meaning 9 out of 10 brand new roofs have no warranty. Infinity operates on principles instilled in my Marine Corps service: honor, courage, and commitment. Infinity is meticulous craftsmanship, unbeatable quality, and always at the best price. Infinity buys more, pays less, passing those savings directly to you. We're booking new roofs, siding, and windows. Call today.
It's halftime. I'm Chris Conley. River Falls leads DC Everest 26-14. Wildcats looking for a 2-0 start on the season. Evergreens trying to avoid an 0-2 start. All right, Everest fans, a moment of perspective and levity here. Don't give up the ship. Last week, the Evergreens won the third quarter against a Rice Lake team that's every bit as good as River Falls, maybe better. I mean, Rice Lake went to the state championship game a year ago. River Falls did not. And the Evergreens owned the third quarter on the road a week ago. So the Evergreens are capable of turning things around. Should the Evergreens not have a 12-point comeback in them? Well, you know what? Games 1 and 2 are both non-conference games. So they don't hurt the Evergreens at all in trying to repeat as champions for the Valley Football Association. The Evergreens have a much easier opponent on the road against Wisconsin Rapids in Week 3. but the Evergreens are trying to avoid an 0-2 start. Evergreens were 1-1 after their non-conference games a year ago. Let's take a moment to review our Innovative Health halftime adjustment. Our chiropractor friends at Innovative Health say take some time to reflect on the first half. Let's look at what both teams need to do to adjust in half number 1. That's Innovative Health. Live better, feel better. The Evergreens need to do something about their pass rush. So far, the Evergreens have generally been rushing 4 and have not been blitzing in this game. The Evergreens have instead been opting for extra defensive backs. I wonder if that thinking changes at halftime. The Evergreens have not gotten a lot of pressure on quarterback Tino Massa.
Marshfield 16, Menominee 14.
Massa has had all kinds of time to throw.
In the Badger game, no score in the middle of the first quarter.
Elsewhere on our Zaleski Sports channels, Hudson's got a lead over Walsall West. I believe that game is 26-14. Marshfield is leading Menominee, so Marshfield is looking for their first win of the season, and they lead at halftime. Stevens Point is playing all the way up at Superior. Spash is trying that's a forever bus ride home for a Thursday. They're thankful that the school year hasn't started yet. They'll get home at 1:30, maybe 2 a.m. in the morning. Spash won their opener against Chippewa Falls and is looking to go 2-0 on the road against Superior. And Rice Lake has a lead on Wisconsin Rapids 14-8. I got to tell you, that game is closer than I thought it would be. Evergreens will be at Wisconsin Rapids for week 3. And the games for the remainder of the season after 2 Thursday night games in weeks 1 and 2 will shift to Friday night games. So the Evergreens will have an extra day of practice or to chew on, whatever the result happens to be here. It is a big crowd. I think the crowd's been a little bit frustrated because River Falls has been the team that's shown the quick strike potential. Again, one of the trends for the Evergreens under coach Braden Mitchell, he's in his second year, so it's only his 11th regular season game. But he has shown the ability to make halftime adjustments. I can't emphasize how rare that is in high school football. I mean, it's not like the pros or college where you just have more experienced players where you can go over to the whiteboard and just draw things up. Here, you block here, you do this, and we'll try this new thing in the second half. High school football generally doesn't work that way. You're generally working with the same set of plays that you would have during the week of practice. I mean, you might install new pieces from your offense from one week to the next. But just to draw something up in the locker room at halftime, say, well, we're going to try this and we'll see if it works, that's generally not the way the high school football game works. You can work on execution. You can work on your tendencies and your trends. Like, for instance, I think the Evergreens have to send extra rushers in the second half or blitz more. They haven't shown an inclination to do that so far in the ball game. But again, I don't think they can let an opposing quarterback like Tino Massa, who's a good one, I think they can let that quarterback just sit back there in the pocket, read the newspaper, and then find open receivers. You're putting a lot of pressure on your defensive backs, and a lot of the receptions that we've seen from Massa's arm have been into one-on-one coverage or receivers that have just simply shaken through because you're asking those defensive backs to hold up in coverage for long periods of time. River Falls is already out on the field. The Evergreens have not emerged yet. We've got about a minute left on our halftime clock. In fact, the Evergreens are now back, and the second half will be underway shortly. Why don't we step aside? River Falls gets the ball, and they lead 26-14. The third quarter is ahead. Next on Zaleski Sports.
Are you tired of being a boring old tree, bird, or mythical war hero? Find the right job for you at Express Employment. Stop today and discuss positions that fit your abilities and qualifications, leading you to the perfect job. Always local, always strategically selected to match your skill set with local employers. There's a perfect job out there. Let Express Employment professionals help you find it. In Wausau, Stevens Point, Medford, and Marshfield. Find jobs and apply online at expresspros.com.
The Auto Service Specialist at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service can change your oil, fix your brakes, align your vehicle, make that check engine light go away, and more. Great service from great people at Sherrill Tire and Auto Service. Find your location at SherrillTire.com.
I knew I wanted to start an agency that honored those small town values like relationships and service. Our mission is to sell insurance ethically and with integrity to protect our clients' needs today, tomorrow, and in the future.
Not everybody understands insurance, and it's a good day when I can help give peace of mind.
When working with Access Insurance, we are a team, so you don't just get one of us, you get all four of us.
Access Insurance Agency, our business revolves around you.
At Nicolay Bank, we believe that our hometown communities are the backbone of what makes Wisconsin special. From Crivets to Manitowoc and Algoma to Grand Chute, you see a thriving community with Nicolay Bank working as a partner, acting not as a corporation, but a community. When we serve together with local entrepreneurs and leaders, great things happen. That is our guiding principle. A strong and successful hometown means a strong and successful Wisconsin. We are proud to be a part of that. Nicolay Bank. Real people, real conversations.
Welcome back. Second half will be underway shortly. River Falls gets the ball, and they're up 26-14. I'm Chris Conley at Howard Steam Stadium looking over Wayne Stephenhagen Field. Want to highlight a game tomorrow on Zaleski Sports. The Newman Catholic football team, the Catholic Cardinals, have a brand new football field. They put in the artificial turf. Their goal is to play Friday Night Lights football. They want to get back to regular 11-man football. For the last couple of seasons, they've played 8-man, and they've got a couple of state championships in 8-man. Not last year, but they won back-to-backs in the 2 years before that. I think tomorrow night's game, which is on Zaleski Sports, they're playing Wild Rose. That's going to be a fun game to watch. Again, Newman has put in a beautiful turf field. They put in lights. In recent years, they've been playing Saturday afternoon games. I understand there's a new press box, too. It's not my game. I may attend just as a spectator. Newman Catholic is just down the road from my home. I could almost walk there. If it's a pleasant evening, I might. And Newman Catholic, for a small school, I mean, they usually, their enrollment's about 200 kids. Great environment and a very nice athletic program. One of the best small school athletic programs in the state. And I know they're very proud of the fundraising and the facility that they put in there. That facility also includes new tennis courts. They've got a new track. I believe they've got a new softball field there. They said they just didn't have enough room to put in a baseball diamond. But Newman Catholic's going to be showing off all of their new stuff tomorrow night, and you can see that game here on Zaleski Sports. Here it's 26-14, River Falls. Both teams have completed their warm-ups to get the second half underway. River Falls is heading over to the sidelines. The Evergreens are too. We're brought to you by Brick News of Wausau, proudly serving Wausau and the surrounding communities. Brick News since 1945. Again, I believe a squib or an onside kick attempt is coming from the Evergreens. Of course, the danger is if River Falls is sure-handed and recovers, they get another short field, already up by 12 points. And again, the Evergreens squib and onside so often that I think every opponent sees that on film. So this Everest tendency is not really a surprise. We cannot brag enough about the late summer, early fall Wisconsin weather. This is a perfect night for football. 71 when we kicked off. I see some areas up north may get some scattered frost tonight. Rhinelander, Tomahawk, Vilas County, some of those folks could dip into the 30s this evening or the early hours of tomorrow morning. Yeah, River Falls has 10 of their 11 players up near the line as Stasiak will kick off. What do the Evergreens do here? Evergreens pooch. Bounces, stays in play. It's bobbled back there and picked up back at the 10-yard line. And that's good defensive coverage. River Falls will be backed up. I believe that was Cal Dumond who bobbled around with that ball. So no onside kick. River Falls does indeed have possession, but they've got a long field. Just announced to this crowd, 3-0 Badgers in their home opener against Miami of Ohio. Ugh, that's another slow start against a much smaller school for the Badgers. Not sure what the expectations will be for that season. On first down, here's a handoff, getting the edge, and it's a big play. Down the sidelines, he's inbounds. This may be a touchdown. Nope, caught from behind. Joseph Tarasevich is caught by Vander Truax from behind, but he immediately flips the field. From the 11-yard line down to the 17 on the other end. A 71-yard run to open up the half. Got a throw on first down, a slant. It's popped up, it's incomplete. Boy, the Evergreens were hoping that a defensive back could close on that. Went off the receiver's hands and popped up. That's dangerous over the middle of the field. Todd Benedict was the intended receiver. Again, Evergreens only look like they're rushing 4 here. Yep. Underneath, this is caught, but quickly tackled. Riker O'Keefe is sure-handed, 5 yards. Third down coming up from the 13. Again, the Evergreens struggling again to get pressure on quarterback Tino Massa. Massa is redirecting his receivers to the near side. Evergreens blitz, thrown over the middle, breaking a tackle, and to the end zone. He's out of bounds, not in. Trevor Bartlett being announced as the receiver. It's a 1st and goal down to the 3-yard line. 2 receivers low, 1 up high. Hand off to the goal line, touchdown. Joseph Tarasevich is in the end zone for the 3rd time, this time from 3 yards out. And for the first time, Rice Lake is now up by 3 scores. So Rice Lake opens with points on the first possession of the second half, and the point after touchdown is good. They've widened their lead to 33-14. Evergreens have some work to do. They'll get the ball when we come right back on Zaleski Sports.
Take your education out of the classroom and give New Spaces a spin. Wherever you are, North Central Technical College is there with flexible learning options, including rolling start dates and 100% online classes. Earn your degree around your life.
Welcome back. The Evergreens decided to kick deep, not a squib or not an onside kick. River Falls had the ball back at the 11-yard line, no problem. Doing most of the work on that drive was Tarasevich. Joseph Tarasevich had a long run down the near sideline and then capped it off with a 3-yard touchdown run. His 3rd TD of the game. Biggest lead of the night for the Wildcats, and the Evergreens haven't touched the ball yet since coming out of the locker room. From the goal line, Evergreens are bringing this out to Silas Weber. Weber spins and barely gets out to the 20-yard line. Long field for Everest. Evergreens won the JV game that was played on this field earlier. Evergreens got out to a big lead against River Falls and held on 34-30. So a Friday afternoon JV game before the varsity game tonight. Jake Stasiak on first down. 80 yards of green in front of him. Bobbled in the backfield. Stasiak picks it up and he's gang tackled. He's all the way back inside the 5-yard line. They're going to mark the ball back at the 10. Loss of 10.
Ball goes back to 11, 2nd and 20.
Exactly the start the Evergreens did not want. So 2nd and super long. Snap was low there too. Enzenroth between the tackles gains back about half of the loss on first down. He's got 5 yards. Here comes 3rd and 15.
Jack Larson. Ball carried out to 15. 3rd and 16.
River Falls took just 1 minute and 12 seconds to widen their lead in the third quarter, and now the Evergreens are in danger of going 3 and out. Need to move the ball across the 30 out to the 31-yard line. 3rd and 16. Blitz coming, throwing over the middle to Xavier Edwards, who's got it. Xavier Edwards fought through double coverage, and they're saying he didn't hold it. Didn't hold it. Didn't complete the catch all the way to the ground. Xavier Edwards outleaped the 2 defenders around him, but the ball came free when he hit the turf. Didn't secure it after the catch. Almost. The Evergreens are in trouble here. It's 4th down. They've got to kick away. River Falls is going to get good field position again and another chance to stretch out this lead even more. Danger, Will Robinson. Everest is indeed kicking away. Back to the 40-yard line. It's muffed there by Anthony McPherson. McPherson's got it. It's going to bring it across midfield out to the 49-yard line. Another short field for River Falls. They have won the battle of field position all night. We are sponsored by Great Lakes Cheese. Are you looking for a workplace that invests in you? Join the Wausau team at Great Lakes Cheese, a place where people matter and careers are built to last. Competitive pay and benefits and a workplace culture that feels like home. It's never been a better time to apply. Learn more at GreatLakesCheese.com. Well, there's blood in the water here for River Falls. And the Evergreens are the chum at this stage of the game. Still rushing 4. Up the middle, the big running back busts into the secondary, and one play into this drive. There's a 49-yard touchdown run.
Ball is carried by Joseph Tarasevich.
Joseph Tarasevich has his 4th touchdown of the day. And the route is on right now.
Get it careful on for the extra point. Kick is good.
Extra point is good. Our new score is 40-14. River Falls opens up the second half with a quick 14 points. What was a 12-point lead at halftime has now grown to 26. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
The first tube was bent in 1968 back in a garage by our house. Shortly after that, we moved into a rented space in a machine shop.
Moving into this building in 2000 at 90,000 square feet.
So right now we sit at 165,000 square feet.
150 employees. Every day we look at how grateful we are to be where we are, but we never forget where we started. Here at J&D Tube Benders, we're a full custom hydraulic tube manufacturer. We can do anything from your simple bent tube component to a fully welded assembly.
Welcome back. It's a lousy start to the third quarter for the Evergreens, and River Falls has asserted themselves since halftime. 14 quick points, and we still have 9:07 left in the third. 40-14. We're brought to you by Peterson Kramer Funeral Home, committed to providing personal and compassionate care for each customer. Let Peterson Kramer Funeral Home step up for you in your time of need. From the goal line, Evergreens will take it out. Silas Weber got a penalty marker down as Weber gets across the 20 to the 21-yard line. This may be a hold or an illegal block that's going to move the Evergreens back even further. Indeed it is. It's against Everest. Penalties being assessed from the 17, 10 yards back from there to the 7. Sad to say, everything's been in this half of the field. Throw over the middle. This is complete. Bankston's got it. And Bankston moves out to near the 40-yard line. Play action, faked it to Enzenroth, and then found Bankston over the middle. Bankston's only a sophomore. He's going to be around for a while. Evergreens give themselves some breathing room, finally get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. Got a throw to the near side. Xavier Edwards up high, catches at the 50-yard line, out of bounds at the 48. Third reception of the evening for Xavier Edwards. Xavier Edwards stays in the game. He's in the slot on the near side. Two receivers down low, single receiver up high in one-on-one coverage. Xavier Edwards across the formation. No jet sweep here. It's Enzenroth up the middle, spinning forward on first down. He's got 7. Football Today is brought to you by Rotographic Printing. When it comes to printing materials, sales, and marketing goods and company supplies, Wausau turns to Rotographic Printing. Find just what you need to help your business stand out. Rotographic Printing, 80th Avenue in Wausau. Evergreens tried the jet sweep, but this is sniffed out. A loss. Andrew Bankston back for 2 yards. Blake Bankston, Conference Player of the Year. That's Andrew's older brother. In fact, I believe Andrew is the middle brother in the Bankston family. Andrew is the latest child to try and fill up the family trophy case. 3rd down and 7. Protection's good. Stasiak throws over the middle. Into double coverage. It's too long. Looking for Mason Hine. It's 4th down. Why not? I think the Evergreens are going for it here. They're out near midfield. I mean, even if you don't convert on 4th down and give up more points going the other way, if it's a loss, you don't really care how much you lose by. Got to try and get the offense on track here. 4th down, the Evergreens need the 38-yard line. Xavier Edwards is the receiver down low. Reed Frame is the running back. Design rollout to Frame's side. Stops, throws a bullet too high. Incomplete on 4th down. The Evergreens have turned the ball over. Looking for Mason Hine. At their own 45-yard line, River Falls will take over. So the Evergreens have had the ball twice in this third quarter, and both drives have stalled out. Punted the ball away on their first possession of the half after giving up a touchdown. Then after the punt, gave up another touchdown, and now have failed on fourth down. Handoff up the middle, short gain. Tarasevich, no gain. Spot him right back at the line of scrimmage. Evergreens have a player that's unable to get back to his feet. Both teams will head over to their respective sidelines while the athletic trainers go out and do some work. Evergreens play Wisconsin Rapids on the road in Week 3. That's a Friday, not a Thursday night game. Nathaniel Briggs coming up off the field under his own powers. That's good to see. 2nd and 10 as play resumes. I think it may be fair to say that Rapids will be the easiest opponent that the Evergreens have had so far. Rice Lake and River Falls, Weeks 1 and this Week 2 game, they've been tough cookies, for sure. Handoff again. Tarasevich roped down, forward for 9 yards. It'll be third and about a yard and a half. Yeah, just by luck of the draw. I mean, the two non-conference opponents rotate on and off of their schedule. Evergreens blew out River Falls in a track meet last year. Handoff, there's contact at the line of scrimmage. This will depend on the spot. I think it's just enough for a first down. And now River Falls has a player that's slow getting up. They're spotting Tarasevich short. And is that Tarasevich who's having trouble getting up? Boy, that would be a horrible loss for River Falls. Here's a game where they're up by 26, and I believe it is their leading running back who's down on the field. They've marked this ball with enough progress for a first down. It is Tarasevich who is the injured player. Comes off under his own power. Let's take the positive view and think that maybe he just had the wind knocked out of him. If Tarasevich is not needed, why would you put him back in for the rest of the game? First and 10. This Everest defense is looking for answers that it's not been able to find. Going to throw on first down to one-on-one coverage. Got a step. That's caught. The Everest defensive back did not locate the ball. Todd Benedict did. Benedict turned around and makes the catch down at the 12-yard line. The passing yardage that River Falls is running up in this game is legion right now. Another trip to the red zone. Yeah, this is a secondary running back that's in here. Trevor Bartlett. Bartlett gained 4 yards. Delayed handoff. They're going to try Bartlett again. 2 more yards. 3rd and 3 coming up here. And look at that. Joseph Tarasevich is back in the game on 3rd down. Tarasevich already has 4 touchdowns, maybe an eye on a 5th here. It's a delayed handoff. Tarasevich is short, but he may have first down yardage. There's a first down waiting for him at the 2. They're going to spot the ball at the 3. 4th and 1 now. Be under 4 minutes to play in the third quarter, which has been all River Falls. Fourth and 1, they're going. From the 3, quarterback keeps it. He's not in for a touchdown, but I believe first down yardage. Well, they're going to unpile, and they say touchdown. Tino Massa, the quarterback, kept it himself, and when they unpiled, he was across the goal line. 1, 2, 3 unanswered touchdowns for River Falls here in the third quarter. They're blowing out the Evergreens tonight.
Flag on the play.
There is a flag after the touchdown. It's going to be some kind of unsportsmanlike celebration, I think, against River Falls. It will not take the touchdown off the board. Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Evergreens. It'll be assessed on the kickoff to follow. Extra point try. River Falls 21-0 in the third quarter. 47-14. So a disappointing home opener tonight for the Evergreens. For how pass happy River Falls has been, 4 of their touchdowns have been on the ground. The latest coming from quarterback Tino Massa. Boy, quarterback can be a fun position to play when you're enjoying the protection that Tino Massa has had tonight. Football is brought to you by Mutual of Wausau. Mutual of Wausau Insurance, protecting homes, farms, and businesses since 1875. Visit mutualofwausau.com and find an agent near you. So River Falls will kick off from the other side of the 50. River Falls a week ago, 45-0 over Wisconsin Rapids. They've got another 47 up now. So this is a team that's averaging 46 points a game in the early stages of the season. That's the look of a high-powered offense. Going to kick this deep. It'll be through the back of the end zone. Evergreens will start at the 20.
It goes into the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 at the 20.
I thought the turning point of this game was in the closing moments of the first half. Evergreens got a 24-yard touchdown pass caught by Xavier Edwards with 56 seconds left. Got within 5 points, made it a one-score game. But with 56 seconds left, River Falls still had enough time to march down the field and score. Scored a touchdown with 11 seconds to go. Got up by 12 and have not looked back since. They've scored 28 unanswered from that point in the game. Evergreens will hand off. Enzenroth has 8 on first down.
Tyler Hastings, Todd Benedict.
Again, unless Wisconsin Rapids has a big comeback in them against Rice Lake. Not sure about that. Week 3, we'll see 2 teams looking for their first win. Someone will get into the win column a week from today down at Wisconsin Rapids. Throwing over the middle after faking the handoff, it's too tall for Andrew Bangston.
Anthony McPherson on the coverage.
3rd down and 2. (22-14) is the score in the Rice Lake Rapids game, so Rapids is kind of hanging around in that one. Delayed handoff to Enzenroth. who has a first down across the 30 and down to the 33-yard line. He's gained 5. Under 3 minutes to go in this third quarter. And one of the River Falls players is down. Evergreen's get a new set of downs as the injured player comes over to the sideline under his own power.
First and 10 Everest.
Clock winds in the late stages of the third quarter, owned by River Falls since halftime. Play action. Stasiak has good protection. That bobbles and incomplete. Penalty markers down at the line of scrimmage. Penalties against the Evergreens. The trees are walking backwards. Ineligible receiver downfield. Rice Lake gets to decide if they'd like to replay first down as 1st and 15.
Legal man downfield on the Evergreens.
Yep, they're going to replay first down. 1st and 15 after the penalty.
First and 15.
Delayed handoff, throwing over the middle. Too tall and incomplete.
Pass intended for Colin Fuchs. Who's in
Looking for Colin Fox under the middle. 2nd and 15 after the incompletion. Evergreen send trips to the far side of the field. They need to get out to the 43-yard line. Snap is high. It's a delayed handoff. Enzenroth. Contact at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Loss of 1. Football is brought to you by Ridgetop Exteriors. Just like these players bring their best to the field, Ridgetop Exteriors brings top-tier performance to your home. Roofing, siding, windows, and doors. Ridgetop Exteriors has the winning strategy to protect your home. Visit ridgetopexteriors.com.
16.
3rd and long again for Everest. Stasiak's going to throw there. He's got Reed Frame, the running back, to his left. Fake the jet sweep to Bangston. Throws to one-on-one coverage downfield. That was in the breadbasket and dropped. Reed Frame all the way downfield. Frame's not asked to catch a lot of 40-yard passes downfield, so that's kind of an unusual spot, but that was on his hands. And the Evergreens will be punting for a 3rd time in the third quarter. Stasiak to kick away. Big boot. Over the return man's head. Bounces sideways. Almost rolls back to the 30-yard line at the 29. 1:46 to play in the third quarter. Since halftime, the Evergreens have been outscored 21-0. (47-14). I can't believe I'm going to say this. If River Falls scores on this possession, this game goes into running time. Can you remember the last time the Evergreens were on the losing end of a game in running time? River Falls could give us a very quick fourth quarter if they score here late in the third. A touchdown would put them up by 40. Here's a handoff up the middle. Joseph Tarasevich. Tarasevich is forward for another 12 yards. Tarasevich goes to the sidelines. He's going to be over 200 yards before this game goes final. Trevor Bartlett will be the new running back coming in for River Falls. And Bartlett will carry. On first down, he's got 2 yards. Not much between the tackles there. Final minute of the third quarter. Rice Lake is swapping in a new offensive lineman. That's a JV player, number 77, who played in the earlier game today. He's now on the left side of the River Falls line. Between the tackles into the secondary, first down here, down to the 38-yard line. Trevor Bartlett. Bartlett's only a sophomore. Bartlett is coming over to the sidelines. He's going to stay in. He's going to bring the play in. That'll be the final play of the third quarter. Since halftime, all Rice Lake. They outscore the Evergreens 21-0 in the third quarter, and they've scored 28 unanswered. Fourth quarter ahead, it's 47-14. Back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
In every department at Dull Auto, you'll find people who've been in the industry for decades. Sales staff with a deep knowledge, not just of cars, but how to build relationships. A service team who always double checks each other's work. Dozens of people you may never meet who've been working for years to make buying and servicing a car feel fast and easy. In over 100 years at Dull Auto, we've learned to value experience. After working with our team, you'll value our experience too. Dull Auto, simple.
Elite Auto Care on Schofield Avenue in Weston offers the best in automotive care and repair. This locally owned and operated repair group features a full staff of ASE certified technicians. They are ready to handle all major and minor repairs to get you back on the road. For any make, any model vehicle, look to Elite Auto Care for repairs. From general maintenance and preventative care like oil changes and tire rotations, to those more challenging issues like air conditioning, brakes, and engine issues. Elite Auto also offers a full selection of tires to fit your vehicle needs. For your next auto needs, turn to Elite Auto Care, your local family-owned auto business, on Schofield Avenue in Schofield.
Fourth quarter is about to get underway. Boy, for a big crowd here at Stephen Hagen Field, River Falls has done a good job quieting everyone down. Bartlett carries. Boy, I guess the Everest defense, which has been out there a long time, may be showing some signs of getting tired. Trevor Bartlett carried and has 3 yards. Tino Massa remains in at quarterback. You know what? Since going up 47-14, River Falls has not been throwing the ball. The passing game has been put to sleep for the night. All on the ground. Between the line, Everest defense played it tougher there. Bartlett's got 2 yards. 3rd and 5. River Falls has been stopped only once in this game. First drive, got the ball down to the 6-yard line, went backwards by a penalty, went on 4th down and fumbled the snap. It's the only time the Everest defense has not given up points when River Falls has possessed the ball. This feels like a step back because the Everest defense played better at Rice Lake last week. Handoff met at the line of scrimmage. Bartlett does not have the first down. He's got just a yard. 4th and 3 coming up. This will be another chance for the Everest defense to get off the field. But again, the game right now is just not in doubt. Wildcats need to move the ball down to the 29-yard line. On 4th down, Evergreen's almost jumped into the neutral zone. They've remained onside. Now we've got a whistle. River Falls is going to take a timeout before running this 4th down play. 9:45 left in this one. River Falls is up big, 47-14. We'll be back in a moment on Zaleski Sports.
Is your business, church, or organization getting a fair deal on your copier contracts? Do you even know how much you're spending? Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been in the office technology industry for 70 years. We have an award-winning service department, and customers love our fair and flexible service contracts. If you're currently a customer, thank you. If you currently work with one of our competitors, let's talk. We can tell you if you're overpaying or getting a good deal. BBT, we want to be the easiest vendor you work with. b-bt.com.
Welcome back. I'm Chris Conley. River Falls is working on what's going to be a happy bus ride home. I believe River Falls arrived here via yellow school bus. You know what? None of those things bother you when you're coming home with a victory. After the Wildcats timeout, here's 4th down. They're late getting a running back on. 4th and 3. Handoff up the middle, and the Everest defense has their second stop of the night. Trevor Bartlett met in the hole and went back a yard. Evergreens will take over at the 35-yard line. So something positive. Evergreens keep their starting quarterback, Jake Stasiak, out there. Evergreens think the offense still has some work to do. See if we can get something positive going here in the 4th quarter. 9:39 left in tonight's game. Here's a pitch to the near side. A gain of 5 or 6 yards for Corbin Enzenroth. Enzenroth has a lot of touches tonight. I see late in the first half, Badgers offense is struggling against Miami of Ohio. The Badgers have a 3-0 lead. On 2nd down, handoff again. Enzenroth right into the line. No gain. 3rd and 4 coming up. Hope you have a good holiday weekend. The Evergreens, I'm sure, will have at least one day off. Recovery Day tomorrow. Labor Day on Monday. The new school year begins on Tuesday. Then the Evergreens will be down in Wisconsin Rapids on Friday as a Zaleski Sports game. Play action to the near side. This is caught. Enzenroth breaks a tackle. He's got 1st down yardage. Out to the 47-yard line. Next week's game is a conference game. It counts in the standings. The Evergreens in conference play will be 0-0 in Week 3, despite the 2 opening season losses. Snaps a little bit high. Stasiak pulls it down. Throws out to the flat. This is complete. Gain of 6 yards out there. Mason Hine has his first catch of the night. Ball moves across midfield down to the 46-yard line. Pitch to the near side. Got a blocker out there. Enzenroth tries to get the corner, not quite. More east to west, not enough north to south. It's a gain of 2, 3rd and 2. We'll be close to the midway point of the fourth and final quarter when the Evergreens snap the ball.
32. Minute and a half to go in Madison, Wisconsin 3, Miami of Ohio 0.
On 3rd down, the Evergreens need to move the ball past the 43 and down to the 42-yard line. Enzenroth carries again, 1st down. Busts into the secondary, he's still going. He's across the 30 and down to the 27-yard line. 16 yards forward there. Reed Frame checks in. Andrew Bangston goes out. Bobbled on the exchange. Enzenroth gathers it in and gets across the 25 down to the 24-yard line. With both teams content to keep the ball on the ground now, this fourth quarter is playing quickly. .28 unanswered for River Falls. Stasiak got a pass here. Throws over the middle to Xavier Edwards, caught at the 5, spinning to the end zone. Xavier Edwards has his second touchdown catch of the ball game. 27-yard touchdown throw. Xavier Edwards is in the end zone. First points of the second half for the Evergreens with 5:05 left in the game. Evergreens are going to go for 2, but I'm not sure why. No, they're going to shift into regular point after touchdown formation. Extra point kick is good. 47-21. Doesn't take away much of the sting of what's a disheartening loss. River Falls was the better team today, and the Evergreens are feeling it right now. 5:05 left in tonight's game. We'll be back with the kickoff and River Falls back on offense next on Zaleski Sports.
Are you ready to give your kids a head start on smart money habits? With Abbey Bank's Bright Future Checking, kids and teens can learn to manage money with you right by their side. They get their own debit card, and you can keep an eye on spending with easy-to-use mobile banking and card controls. The Bright Future Checking account has no fees, no minimum balance, and kids get a bonus after the first deposit is made. Give your child the power of independence. Stop in or visit abbeybank.com to get started. Abbey Bank is member FDIC.
Football tonight is brought to you by Fleet Farm. No matter what your everyday life looks like, Fleet Farm has you covered. At the best prices guaranteed. Auto, pet, bird, farm, and snacks. Fleet Farm has everything you need, all at the lowest prices. Despite this blowout loss tonight, I think the Evergreens will play as favorites next week down in Rapids. Both of those teams will be 0-2. The Week 4 game, the Evergreens will be back here at Stephen Hagen Field at Steam Stadium to play Wausau West. Walsall West is playing Hudson tonight. Evergreens decide to kick deep after scoring the touchdown. It bounces and goes into the end zone. Wildcats will start at the 20-yard line on what may be their final possession of the night. Let's see what personnel looks like for River Falls. Are their starters done in this 47-21 game? I am told that Hudson 30, Walsall West 14. That's a final. So the Warriors, Everest Week 4 opponents, are now 1-1. Starting quarterback is still in. Pass is behind the line of scrimmage, but there's a cutback and some extra room down the sideline for Riker O'Keefe.
Moss's pass is complete to Riker O'Keefe. First and 10. Simon Wolf on the play. 131.
Receiver, they're saying, stayed in bounds, so the clock will continue to run after first down yardage. Gain of 11. Post-game coverage, who do you like? Running back Joseph Tarasewicz has 4 touchdowns. But quarterback Tony Massa is sitting on a huge game today. Tony Massa's passing yardage is spinning like a pinball machine. We'll see. I mean, River Falls has their own in-house video streaming service here, so they may get pick of the litter in victory tonight. We'll see. Be down on the field with someone for the Merrill Steel postgame show. Looking at the Everest defensive personnel, these are a lot of second-string players who are going to be out here for what may be the final drive of this ballgame. At quarterback, Tino Massa is still in there. Their backup quarterback, Colton Nesbitt's a sophomore, and he played in the JV game earlier. A little bit of a confused exchange. Loss of 2 yards. Bartlett goes backwards.
Michael Shep on the stop. 2nd and 12.
Not sure why the game clock is stopped here. They're winding it again. It's not like we want to prolong anything that's happening on the field right now. Under 4 minutes officially left in this one. Rice Lake's going to get called for a delay of game, but they don't snap the ball. Snapped it right at the 40-second count. Up the middle and into the secondary. There's blocking downfield, and Rice Lake may be getting more points. Down the sideline for a touchdown.
Touchdown, River Falls.
Trevor Bartlett on a 71-yard touchdown run. That may be an exclamation point for the Wildcats of Rice Lake. They score with 3:39 left in the game. River Falls, beg your pardon.
Yeah, be careful with the extra point.
Extra point is good. River Falls 54, DC Everest 21. Evergreen's back on offense in just a moment. We'll keep it here. This is a high-powered River Falls offense. River Falls later in the regular season will play Rice Lake. That could be a big game over in the Big Rivers Conference. Evergreens have seen both of those teams in weeks 1 and 2. I guess what's frustrating is tonight's game is a step back for the Evergreens. Everest played better in week 1 than they have tonight in week 2. Gavin Carafel will kick off again. Eight touchdowns tonight for River Falls.
Team for the Evergreens, quarterback Edson Roth, Silas Weber. Gavin Carefeld, the kick.
This will be short at the 5-yard line. Being brought out here by Silas Weber. Weber along the sidelines. Got a big return across the 40 where he's pushed out of bounds. They'll mark the ball at the 41-yard line. A 31-yard kickoff return. Evergreens will keep Jake Stasiak in. Again, I think the Evergreens have their starters in here because of the JV game this afternoon, so a lot of the second and third string players already played today. Handoff on first down. Tristan Gast. Gast's first touch of the day. He's a junior. And the ball moves out to midfield. And the Evergreens are taking Jake Stasiak out of the game. Ty Rohde, who was quarterbacking the JV game earlier, Rohde's going to get a couple of snaps. High snap to him. Between the tackles, spun backwards. Tristan Gast goes back 1.5 yards. A 12-point game at halftime. River Falls sure did win the third quarter, 21-0. River Falls got up 47-14 and now leads 54-21. Rohde in at quarterback on third down. It's a design rollout. He's going to throw. Throws underneath. Incomplete. Down at the feet of Samuel Duran. It is fourth down, 4th and 7. And the punt team is going to come out. Jake Stasiak's night is not quite done. He's done playing quarterback, but he'll be in as the punter in this spot. How many times has River Falls punted in this game? 0. Evergreen's defense managed only one stop in the first half and only one here in the second when the game was no longer in doubt. Snap is over Stasiak's head. He does manage to pick it up and kick it away. So there's something good, and there's no one back there. It's going to be a crazy roll inside the 20 and down to the 15. Funny how the ball bounces sometimes. River Falls will come out. They can take a couple of knees if they want. Tino Massa will stay in as quarterback, so he'll be the quarterback the entire way tonight. Handoff. This is Bartlett, who's handled most of the work in the fourth quarter. Beg your pardon, there is a quarterback change. Colton Nesbitt is in. Nesbitt played in the JV game, so both teams call out their JV quarterbacks who are on the field this afternoon to wrap up tonight's game.
Second and 6.
A year ago, Blake Bankston, I believe, had 6 touchdown carries against these River Falls Wildcats. Joseph Tarasewicz will have 5 in tonight's game. He's no longer in. Under a minute to go. Handoff between the tackles for another yard.
Jamel Lattimore on the carry. Darren Oldham.
Third quarter was decisive tonight. Evergreens needed to get closer and fell further behind. When the fourth quarter began, River Falls was up 47-14. 54-21 now. A kneel down will bring this game to a close. Wildcats in victory formation. And that will do it. River Falls starts off their season 2-0. And the Evergreens have started the year 0-2. In their defense, the Evergreens have started the season against 2 of the best teams in the Big Rivers Conference. Everest and Rapids next Friday on Zaleski Sports. 54-21, River Falls over DC Everest. Congratulations to the River Falls Wildcats. Big games for Joseph Tarasewicz, their star running back, and for their quarterback, Tino Massa. Big numbers on the ground and big numbers for the air, too. Stay tuned for our Merrill Steel postgame show. Consider moving your career to one of the largest growing fabrication companies in the upper Midwest. Apply at merrillsteel.com. It's going to wrap it up from Stephen Hagen Field. Evergreens lose in week 1 and lose in week 2. Final score tonight is 54-21. Thanks for joining us. I'm Chris Conley. You've been watching high school football on Zaleski Sports.
Merrill Steel welcomes you as you join us in a virtual tour. Our main facility in Schofield, Wisconsin covers an area of roughly 46 acres and is home to our company headquarters. From this location, paired with our facilities in Comanche, Iowa and Springfield, Missouri, we are able to easily fulfill the needs of the industry nationwide. With nearly 1 million square feet of combined space between our 3 facilities, we are able to take on some of the biggest and most complex jobs, making us one of the top 5 steel fabricators in the country. We employ the best of the best welders, those who can weld efficiently with both metal core and flux core, and who aren't afraid to work hard. We also offer on-the-job training, so even beginner welders can learn the ropes and help us build it big. As a backup to our dedicated weld fab team, we have a robotic welder. Merrill Steel is the 4th in the U.S. to have gotten one, keeping us on the leading edge of technology. With the combination of both man and machine, no job is too big to handle, but they'd have no work on their hands without our machine operators. Where our fabrication process really begins is here. Our skilled machine ops team is responsible for bringing in the raw steel. Be it sawing, cutting, drilling, or punching, they make sure the steel is in the correct shape and size for our fab teams. As an addition to the machine ops team, we've recently purchased multiple Python X machines. These handy systems have given us increased productivity, unmatched cut quality, and predictable and consistent throughput. Moving away from fabrication, we come to our coating department. One of the unique benefits of working with Merrill Steel is our in-house blasting and painting capabilities. Many projects require a complex coating system, and that's where we shine above the competition. We regularly apply corrosion-resistant coating in-house, as well as intumescent fire protection when needed. We hold the endorsement for sophisticated paint and coating from AISC. This, along with our NACE certified inspectors, ensure a high-quality finish for every piece. The loading and staging process, sandwiched between the end of production and shipping, is an important step in the fabrication process. Within a moment's notice, we are able to handle and place an entire load onto a trailer for quick delivery to a job site. Finally, the last stage in our process is shipping. Our transit company, Merrill Steel Transit Services, is a wholly owned subsidiary of Merrill Steel Incorporated, consisting of more than 20 state-of-the-art trucks designed for transporting oversized and overweight shipments, along with hundreds of trailers ranging from 48-foot flatbeds to heavy-haul Jeep and booster combinations. We employ only the most highly skilled professional drivers, highly experienced mechanics, and knowledgeable office staff who work as a team to provide cost-effective service in a timely manner. Our shipping fleet is a major reason why we are able to be competitive throughout North America, including the contiguous 48 states, Alaska, and Canada. Thank you for taking the time to learn a little bit about us. We look forward to having you join us in building it big.
I'm going to get a high five from my producer here. This is the Merrill Steel postgame show. The final score tonight, River Falls 54, DC Everest 21. Starting quarterback Tino Massa. When you get protection like you enjoyed tonight, playing quarterback's fun.
Yeah, my boys up front, they make it really freaking easy because they just allow me to have time and be able to take shots downfield with my weapons and receivers, with having Todd, Mason, Charlie, Riker. Just our receiving core is insane. So, and they also open up so many holes for Joseph. It's incredible.
I thought the protection was so good in the passing game. You could almost see you going through your progressions, and eventually, when you get that much protection in the pocket, someone's going to be in one-on-one coverage. You did a good job tonight spreading the ball around and finding that right receiver.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, once again, the receivers that we have on this team are really special, so it makes it really, really easy with our O-line too, because I can go from one side of the field to the other and be able to find the open guy and make a big play.
This is a program that had a lot of success last season, too, and now after 2 blowout wins, expectations go super high. How do you guys manage that going forward?
Yeah, we just got to be able to, not forget about this win, but we got to be able to move on from this win tonight. As Sure says, once it begins to be Friday tomorrow or Saturday, normally we have to be able to move on from it and prepare for next week's Superior at home. It should be a fun game.
It's more than 500 yards of total offense for the Wildcats tonight. They put up 54 points. You pulled away in the start of the second half. Coming out and putting up 21 in the third quarter, that was the decisive moment in this game.
Yeah, we said at halftime, coaches said at halftime that we just got to be able to run the ball and continue running the ball. And when Joseph breaks off 2 huge runs at the beginning of the half, that means a lot because that just opens everything up.
5 touchdowns on the ground, but big passing numbers today. Final score is 54-21. DC Everest opens the season 0-2. River Falls goes to 2-0 for a happy bus ride home. That's going to wrap up our Merrill Steel postgame show. I'm Chris Conley. Thanks for joining us on Zaleski Sports. So one more thing to do. Our highlight reel is called the Highlight House. Okay. We'll put it. I'm going to get out of the shot.
I'm Tino Massa, and I'm in the house.
Thanks a lot for coming over. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you.